Mastering past habits. Would versus used to. Hello, English learners. Today we're diving deep into the topic of expressing past habits in English. We'll focus on how to correctly use would and used to, and when it's appropriate to use one or the other. Pay attention to the subtle differences. They can really take your English skills to the next level. Before we delve into comparisons, let's review the basics. Used to is a phrase we use when talking about a habit or situation that was true in the past but is not true now. For instance, I used to play football when I was a child. Would, on the other hand, is often used to talk about past habits or regular happenings, like, when I was young, I would visit my grandparents every summer. Now let's talk about how would and used to are different. They might seem similar, but there are some key differences that you should be aware of. 1. Stative verbs. We cannot use would to talk about past states. For instance, we can say, I used to live in New York, but not, I would live in New York. 2. One-time actions, used to, can be used for actions that happened just once in the past, but would, cannot. So we can say, I used to have a cat when I was a kid, but not, I would have a cat when I was a kid. 3. Repeated actions, both would and used to, can be used for actions repeated in the past. For example, both, I used to go fishing every weekend, and I would go fishing every weekend, are correct. It's time to practice what you've learned. I'll give you some sentences, and you have to decide whether to use would or used to. 1. We, blank, visit the park after school. Answer: would, used to. 2. I, blank, be afraid of the dark. Answer: used to. 3. She, blank, make us cookies every Sunday. Answer: would, used to. Understanding the differences between would and used to might seem tricky at first, but with practice, it will become second nature. Remember, used to is great for any past habit or state, while would works well for repeated past actions but not for past states or one-time actions. Keep practicing, and you'll master these in no time. Until our next video, keep learning and keep growing.